Hey everyone, and welcome to the Magical Miracle Network. My name is Ruth Perkinson, and I'm so happy all of you are joining me today. I have a very special in-house expert on sacred breath worldwide. I mean, come on, guys, sacred breath worldwide. Her name is Melissa McLaughlin, and she is an amazing teacher of breath, and she truly has taught me so much in these last few months. And her video that she did with me a month or so ago has gotten tons of hits. And so we're going to bring her back on once a month to do a teaching with us. So Melissa, just say hi to everybody.
Hello, spirit world, spirit family, our soul family watching this, right? Our spirit family. And hi, Ruth. It's so good.
Hey, Melissa, you are just such a light. You are definitely my sister from another mister. And I'm so happy that you've agreed to be on this network with me. This is, you guys, this is an internet free trade school. There's no cost to this. And so what we're trying to do, the intention here is to freely open source all the information. So beings, all levels throughout the globe can find this information and they can access it for free, because love and reparation healing should always be free. Right, Melissa?
Absolutely. And one of the reasons why I love to share the breath that I call a tool. Yeah, I'm going to always sound like maybe a repetitive broken record, as they say, right? Because like the trade school free, the breath is a tool that I'm hopefully making people remember to use every day. Your breath, synonymous with spirit, by the way. Breath, spirit, the trade school, they all go together as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you've got such a way of speaking and such a way of teaching that really, I mean, any being, whether they're a little kid or older, can really grok what you're saying. And what Heather and I did on the last teaching that you did, we went back and rewatched it several times just so we could really integrate the teaching. And now I know it. I know I have it in my system, and I do it every single day when I meditate. So thank you for that gift.
I love that, Ruth. And listen, probably a few people had to go back and relearn it, or your body will remember. It's muscle memory, right? And so at first, especially if you're not breathing, you're not a breather or not a conscious breather, it might take your body a little time to either remember or to learn the practice. And I've just used that magical word, a practice. If you use the breath as a tool and a practice every day, you should be breathing, conscious breathing, a specific pattern every day, like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Then the overall well-being of it, or the how it supports you in your body, you will get the most out of it. And that's what I love.
Oh, that's so interesting. I love that. I find that I think through my lifetime, sometimes I'll hold my breath and I won't even know I'm doing it. Like
Mm.
it's almost like a defense mechanism. Like I'll kind of hold my breath like I'm guarded, you know? Have you experienced that with some of your clients where they kind of hold their breath as a guarding technique?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually do it myself. I'll catch myself in it. Like, why am I holding my breath? Um, However, that's not, I always, there's no wrong way to breathe. And also, I'm going to kind of entice you with a little piece of information, especially for everybody watching. Sometimes, in some circumstances, you actually do want to do a breath hold. Okay. I actually do in our longer breathwork sessions, I do a little bit of a breath hold because there is some advantage to like the CO2, the buildup, where it can be actually a big release. Or to my athletes out there, I mean, again, this is a whole nother lesson, but I'll touch on it because you said
Yeah.
that it actually can help you do that push, or that really good for your muscles. So when I work with athletes, I actually train them to do a breath hold. Now, normally though, everyday life, or when you're stressed out, or whatever it is, doing that breath hold truly isn't so great for your health. All right.
Right.
those feel good, the chemicals or whatever the body release actually can lead to diseases in the
Gotcha.
body.
Well,
So
that's such a great differentiation. Yeah.
you know, everything, there is no wrong, right? In certain circumstances, a breath hold is good, but most of the time it's not.
Well, that's such a great differentiation. Thank you.
If you can catch yourself in it, then just remember to breathe. You know, and it's the awareness, Ruth. So I want to congratulate you and honor you in the awareness that you're holding your breath. So then you can change it. Because I also feel you can't change or heal something unless you're aware about it. So awareness is like the number one step to healing, or the number one step to ascension that I feel like we're all seeking, right? We want to keep climbing that ladder. And if you're unaware of the patterns or the practices that you do, then how, you know, you can't do anything about it until you bring that away. So
Right.
congratulations.
It's such a key element there about awareness, just being aware of what you're thinking and what you're doing, right? In your system.
Yeah, all the time. You know, your system, your body, right, is your greatest antenna of information. Your body's just made to send you information. So when you're feeling that stuff, no matter what you're feeling, even the breath hold, okay, what's going on? What am I doing? What is my moment? And then to become really present in it is a whole, again, like a whole other thing to just being aware in life and being, I think, a better spiritual human being. So anyways.
Oh, your cat just had a cameo. I just wanted to mention we have a cameo cat. What's your cat's name?
This is Mama Luna. Come here, Mama. Mama Luna. Oh, she's just
Mama Luna. She's your cat spirit guide in breath work, right?
Is actually, I have 8 cats. I believe in animals. I'm surrounded by animals, and cats in particular, to my cat people, they are such spiritual beings, and they see the unseen and the seen. And
yes, ma'am.
Bring that in there. Also, though, you want to know a fun fact? I don't know how many people out here know this.
Yes.
The purr of a cat, they have now measured the resonance of the purr of the cat. And they actually, when they're purring, especially when they're laying on you. So if you have a kitty, if your kitty love lays on you on certain body parts, the purring resonance is healing. It's a healing vibration. So if you're into sound healing, or if you're into, you know, you're the warm, cuddly kitty, and when your kitty comes and sits on you, and especially on your heart, you're making a heart sound resonance, scientifically proven. Isn't that fun?
Wow. That's such a great teaching. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. And we have a cat here in the house. I'm a cat and a dog person. So any insight on dogs?
So dogs are like the do so much. They love you anyways. They love. Right? A cat can be like, not going to be with you today. Right? They have catitude, the catitude. A dog, no matter what, just wants to love and love you and everything. And also, though, they have one foot in this realm, one foot in another. So if you see your dog, cats do this too, but if you see your dog looking at other things or barking, you know, they're shamanic. I think they use shamanic practices. All of our animals have a capacity to see beyond our earthly realm. As far as
I completely agree with you. They think in pictures. Cats have amazing vision. And so, yeah, they are great. They are some of our greatest birds. I mean, just the animal kingdom, you know, I've got chipmunks outside and squirrels and birds, and they're always teaching me, you know.
Yeah, messengers too. So when my shamanic or Native American, the medicine wheel stuff, I tell people, you know, look up when an animal comes to you, especially if it's a different animal. You know, I had a relationship with foxes this year.
Yes, ma'am.
One of my new animal totems. Anyways, so I'll invite everybody out there. So when an animal comes to you, Google Spirit it, look it up online. A animal told them, the wild Canadian goose,
Right.
hummingbird, spiritual meaning of hummingbird. Look those up because they are true messengers.
Yes. So the fox has been one of your messengers. It's funny you mentioned that. We have one here in our neighborhood that's everybody's been spotting it. We're calling him Bob. Bob the fox.
I love it. Yeah. So they are so magical and so clever and very wise and playful. And they really carry a specific message. And so I would tell you, Ruth, to look it up. Fox
Yeah.
Animal Totem, okay? Because
Yeah.
also I believe so, as I call it, spirit Google. So it's
Yeah.
an algorithm, right?
Yeah.
And your Google is going to be different than mine. And so I want you to read that message specifically, and then certain things as you read it are going to pop out at you
Right.
on what the fox is sending you, what the message is.
Oh, yes. And I truly believe that. And I was sitting outside recently and he was in the brush behind me and he came out and he just walked a little bit and sat down and he just hung out with me. He was about 30 yards ahead and we hung out for a little while. I just stayed very quiet. And then he went into the cul-de-sac and everybody's kind of looking at him. And he or she was just this beautiful shamanic symbol. And the energy of it felt so sweet and kind and loving. And you're right, playful, very playful.
Playful. Yeah, playful.
And we've
Yeah.
been giggling this morning, so I think that's part of it. Right?
Maybe we're feeling the foxy energy.
Yes, the fox. And foxes are so cute. So.
They are, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, so today, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to transition into a teaching. So what Melissa's going to do today, she's going to offer up a teaching, and then she's also going to integrate that with A Course in Miracles. So we'll transition into that and let you continue on your teaching because you've got so much information in your wheelhouse. I mean, you're just a true medicine woman. So just bring it all on and I'll take a step back.
Well, I love to share. I could talk about breath all day, but then also though, always being the constant student. So just being here with you is a lesson in itself. But yeah, before we run out of time, let's get to what. So I know you ask all your teachers or facilitators that come on to actually say a passage. So I'm going to share the passage first for everybody, and then the golden nugget at the end. I'm going to connect it into a very short breath practice that everybody can do and share.
Yeah. And I just wanted to honestly clarify with everybody watching, the reason I'm asking for beautiful teachers like you to come on and read this to me is because I can't read it anymore. It's kind of a personal thing. And so when you are reading it to me, it's healing me and it's also healing all the beings out there who are watching this. I used to be an avid reader. And so with my visual impairment, I have a very hard time reading anymore. So it's just such a beautiful exchange. I just wanted to mention that. So take it away.
I love that. And wait, one more little piece there. If everyone out there knows, some of these books, these frequencies, there really is a resonancy that you can pick up just from the words, listening to the vibration and receiving it. You don't necessarily need to get the book and Right. Anyways, we joked about how I did sleep with the book last night. You can crystals, whatever. Oh my gosh, I didn't want that to sound weird, but yeah, the vibration and the words in it that it gives out. So as I read this to you and everyone out there who, no matter what time, place, moment that you tune into this, just take a deep breath with me right now. Beautiful exhale and just receive. This is lesson 29. God is in everything I see. Try then today to begin to learn how to look on all things with love, appreciation, and open-mindedness. You do not see them now. Would you know what is in them? Nothing as it appears to you. Its holy purpose stands beyond your little range. When vision has shown you the holiness that lights up the world, you will understand today's idea perfectly. And you will not understand how you could never have found it difficult. So it's very interesting that this passage came out, and I want to kind of clarify what it means to me and kind of share the teaching. So in my medicine wheel, in my shamanic teaching, my shamanic practices, we have a beautiful saying, and it's about beauty in front of me, beauty behind me, beauty to the right of me, beauty to the left of me. I am beauty, I am beauty, I am beauty. Now, it's very difficult, I think, sometimes for us in life as humans to see the beauty, and also to see the beauty as divinity. And for me, this is truly what this passage is about. Like, it even goes down to God is in this coat hanger. God is in this magazine, right? God is in this book.
Yeah.
God is in glasses. God, divinity is you, Ruth. Divinity is me. Like, and so to our that outside belief that God is outside of us, I believe that's a false paradigm that needs to be shifted, along with, just seeing everything as beautiful. And so let's take, for example, what was recent in the news. Let's talk about Hawaii and the fires.
Okay, sure.
Extremely difficult to see the burning and destruction and what happened, and the way the media portrays it. Oh, woe is me. It's so awful,
Right.
But that is divinely created, fire, actually the greatest transformation. That is death and rebirth. I guarantee you, we look back 20 years, we're going to be like, wow, that was a beautiful transformation that happened. And I know those Hawaiians, the true Hawaiians, there's something special happening right there with that land and the earth and them getting their land back. That's a whole nother story. So if you vibrate with that frequency, or like things like, 9/11, whatever, they now can look back and with resonancy can see, because of that, it's very difficult to say that was divinity. That was beautiful, right? It was a tragedy in a way. But then the shift that occurred because of it, and the sacrifice that those beautiful souls took for humanity, that is truly beautiful.
Yeah.
But a little hard, right? A little hard to say that. And we're also programmed to be like, oh, only the beautiful rose, that's beautiful, and joy is beautiful, and
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this teaching for me is about reminding people to try and find the beauty in everything. And then that's how you can hold love, acceptance, and compassion for it.
Oh, well said, Melissa. That's so well said.
So with that, if you want, Ruth, do you have any feedback? Do you want to share?
Oh, no, I just love it that you're teaching. I love that particular lesson. And truly, you're right. God is in everything that we see. And it always reminds me to be very gentle with everything, with the objects, with the animals, with how we hold a glass. I mean, just being very gentle as we walk through our day with everything we touch and see. And that really is great. I think spiritual guidance for everyone is to be as gentle and as playful, as you can be with everything that you see out there. Great teaching. I really love that. So continue on.
And then also we were talking about our beautiful animals, like transmuting that into the animals. Like, remember, they are also souls. They are a divinity, And so I'm going to share, I'm the person that's chasing around, the spider and putting it outside or whatever.
Me too. Yeah.
Like, I cannot kill a thing because I know that's not only a living creature, but it's a piece of me and divinity and the separate thing, and we are all one. So I don't want to get too deep in that because that's a whole nother teaching too. But what I would love to do for everyone is let's do a little breath practice, another take home. This is a take home, another tool for your toolbox, I'm going to call it.
Yes, ma'am.
And along, and weaving it into the beauty. So, this breath, okay, who has trouble sleeping?
I think 90% of the people out there have trouble sleeping. Yes.
spiritual being, some of you that your sleep cycle resonates with how spiritual you are, by the way. And let's remember, dusk and dawn, especially dawn, that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. time, that's a very special time to receive some special messages. So know that. But this breath is great. It only takes a minute. How do we
Okay.
love that? Okay.
Yes.
And it is a huge supporter in sleep, and it's a practice. And if you do this over time, I can almost guarantee will help you with sleeping. Okay. It's called resonance breathing. And they have discovered in science, if you can slow down your breath within a minute between 4 and 7 breaths, that it actually helps activate, of course, your parasympathetic system, right? That's your body's system to heal. And helps deep sleep, helps REM sleep, and also helps the amount of time. It should really only take you about 5 to 10 minutes to fall asleep, by the way, when your head hits the pillow.
Wow.
Okay. For my thinkers, right? So if
Yeah.
you're having difficulty with all of the above, I want you to try this breath, and it's super simple. And for those of you who need to do the counting, right? We have these magical little machines or little computers. You just open your phone. All right, ready? I'm going to find my little standby. Find my little timer here, my little clock. Now, and you don't have to do this. Really, all you have to do is count the fives. It's almost like a 5, the box breath, the 5-second box breath.
Okay, the 5-second box breath. I'm writing this down.
Yeah. So it's going to be 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. 1, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Look, actually, I don't even need my little timer. I was going to do a 1 minute on here, but I'm realizing we can do it. 5 times 5 is 20. Well, let's just do it 6 times together. That'll be about a minute, 60 seconds, right?
Okay. Sure. I'm all in. So teach away.
Everyone, first, let's just kind of tune into how your body's feeling. Connect into beautiful Mother Earth, right? And feel free to close your eyes if you even want to. Keep your hands open in some way, maybe on your thighs, or turn them up to receive. And your inhale can be either open mouth or through your nose. You are the captain of your ship. You do what feels more comfortable. All right. And here we go. So we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep, beautiful inhale in. That's all it takes. You just did what they call resonance breathing, and that just hopefully activated your parasympathetic system. That's your body's intelligence to heal, right? Your body has this intelligence, just like, when you cut your finger and it bleeds and whatever, it takes a couple days, but your body is so intelligent, it heals. So you just activated that, along with just releasing all those feel-good chemicals, endorphins, and just so many things. So Ruth, I wanted to give you a moment. That's why I was talking. But how'd it feel for you?
Wow. I feel different. I mean, every time you take me through the guided breath work, it happened on the last video we did, and it's happened again. My whole body feels right now in this now moment, I feel super relaxed. I feel peaceful. I feel like I'm just with spirit, and I feel really good. And so it's called a box breath. So it's
Wait,
5 in, 5 out, and you do it 6 times. Now, do you recommend people do this right before they go to sleep? Is that a good idea?
so first for clarity, the box breath is actually, well, yeah, it actually is the box breath, 5 seconds, but you create a box, you imagine a box. I don't want you to imagine a box. So the resonant breath is just breathing in 5 seconds, breathing out 5 seconds. Some of you actually may be able to grow the length of the breath. So it's called resonance breathing, but
Resonance.
box breath,
Resonance.
both. But it's five, at least to start with, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. And what you're trying to do is get a 1 minute breath between 4 to 7 inhales and exhales. So some of you might only be able to do 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out at first.
Right.
Eventually, though, you'll be able to take in like I can probably breathe 10 seconds in and 10 seconds out, but I've been doing this for years. All right. Don't think about that so much. The importance is to slow down and connect into your parasympathetic system. And also, one other little golden nugget I'm going to give to you, and I meant to actually do this. I apologize, but I was so excited about breathing the breath, I forget. Related and connected into what I read, the passage I read from A Course in Miracles and the beauty. So I want to invite you all to find your mantra or whatever. And so I would suggest for you to breathe in, but it was more important for me to share the counting for you all in case you want to rewind and do it a couple times through the recording.
Yeah. That's so helpful to do the counting, the 5 in and the 5 out. And it's easy to remember to do that 5 or 6 times, right? You're just 5 in, 5 out.
I'll share with you what you can also do is you can breathe in, I am beauty, and exhale, I am love, or whatever affirmation you can find. Write out a sentence or whatever that is. I truly believe in affirmations and things like that. I do my little morning meditation that gives me courage for the day. Or whatever that might be for you, but to breathe in beauty, exhale love and light, send out healing, breathe in, receive, exhale, receive beauty, whatever that might be for you. I wanted to share that little tidbit there.
Oh, that's a beautiful golden nugget. And I think actually the course lessons, the titles of the course lessons are so beautiful. One of them is You Are the Light of the World, or I Am the Light of the World. And you can say, breathe in, I am the light of the world. And even say, you are the light of the world, just kind of like thinking about your brothers and sisters, right?
I love that. Right. And that saying, that affirmation right there probably is or can be about 5 seconds if you elongate it.
Absolutely. And, A Course in Miracles is written in iambic pentameter, which is Shakespearean blank verse. And so there's a heart rhythm to it. So I taught English for many years and creative writing. And so, and I taught Shakespeare, I taught Romeo and Juliet, I taught Hamlet. And so if anybody knows anything about language, iambic pentameter is really the heartbeat. Mm-hmm. And so the entire book is written in iambic pentameter, Shakespearean blank verse. And the I am is a heartbeat. And so as you read the course, it's written in a heartbeat, a heartbeat, a heartbeat. And it's so beautiful, which is, I think, all connected to breath, really. I mean, we're breathing and we're connected in our hearts and our, right?
I have angel goosebumps all over. And look at you. See, I just learned something new. Here I am, the student, receiving that. Wow. I didn't even know. And that is amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. It's an incredible work, and you're an incredible teacher. And Can you tell everybody out there some of your offerings you have this month of October 2023, and even in maybe into November, what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm always, so if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, I do have a November 4th ceremonial breath work session coming up at Studio D Yoga. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm going to be I'm so embarrassed. I don't have some of my October. Look for it online or whatever at breathworkworldwide.com. I'm going to be offering a virtual breathwork session that normally happens on a Tuesday. Along with always, like if you're interested in medicine wheel teachings, I brought in the beauty thing. That is now an online course that I am offering. And I always teach privately, either breathwork sessions. The medicine wheel now can be accessed online privately. So
Right.
yeah, I'm always around sharing and doing things. I've been asked lately to do a lot of group weekend retreats. So I'm kind of doing that through October.
Gotcha. Because you're on your way to Oklahoma, right? Aren't you going out there? Is that okay to say?
I'm in Standardville, Virginia this weekend. I'm in Oklahoma, October, the end of October, October 29th, the full moon, doing a women's ceremony out there. I'm all over now, and it's just coming in, and it's really beautiful. And I'm doing a lot, by the way, this Mary Magdalene thing and these
Yes.
coming in really deeply for me. And so if you're out there and you're feeling those teachings and that information coming out, I'm feeling it too. And I feel that expansion, but that also ties into the Course in Miracles.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mary Magdalene and Jesus, they were quite the couple, right? So we'll just give them a big shout out. And yeah, Mary Magdalene, we're getting ready to have a temple here. Yeah.
All over, just excited about all of that. So yeah, thank you,
Absolutely.
Ruth, for share that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you are just a magical miracle teacher, and I'm so grateful that you've come on today and given us this beautiful teaching and some of that, also that shamanic wisdom about the animals. You've got so many. So sometimes when you come on, you can just teach us about those kinds of things, about the medicine wheel. I know a little bit about it, but I would say that you are our in-house expert on that. And you can give us some teachings there as well. So just anything that you feel guided to bring in, along with the sacred breath, we are truly grateful for that. So as we close out today, are there any final words of wisdom or anything you want to share with everybody who's going to be watching this near and far?
Right. I think the biggest thing today, or the little take home, I just want to remind everybody, using your breath is a practice. And it only takes, like we did right now, a minute. But Ruth, I'm realizing you asked me a very important question. How many times, or maybe right before bed, should you do the resonance breathing? I actually feel if you can remember to do it a few times a day, you will receive the most benefit.
Okay.
However, yes, right before, as you're laying your head down on your pillow, or a few minutes before, do the resonance breathing. Also reminding everybody, it doesn't matter where you're at, laying down, standing up. No, you might get a little woozy. So if you're driving, be careful.
Right.
But again, all day long, and it only takes a minute. So if you can do a few minutes throughout the day, your body will remember this beautiful breath practice. And that's the biggest take home today.
Right. Well, I so love that, Melissa. You're an amazing teacher. I always learn something every time I see you, and you make me giggle, which is even the best part of it. We were giggling before we hit the record button, and I've been giggling this morning a little bit. It's just so fun to be happy. And so you guys, Melissa McLaughlin, she's the real deal. So you can Google her, right? We can just Google the name, Melissa McLaughlin, find your website, find all of your offerings through October, November that's coming up for you. Please find her. She's an amazing teacher, and we're going to keep having her come on once a month to do these teachings with all of you. I'm feeling like just kind of like grounded and high all at the same time just by being in your orbit. So thank you so much. All right. So guys.
Thank you, Ruth, so much. Love you. Love you.
Yeah, we love you too. I'm going to take off my glasses. And so most beings on this channel, I feel, understand that I'm visually challenged. So everybody be very patient with me as I find the stop button. Melissa's going to hold the space for me. because I'm centrally challenged. So I'm just going to find the stop button. And Melissa, just blow kisses to everybody.
Breathe deep breaths, everybody, as we sign off. How about that?
Absolutely. All right. God bless you. And thank you so much.